Welcome to Let's Celebrate Together, Part 3, produced by the Richmond Arts Coalition. My name's Andrew Wade and I'm Executive Director for the Richmond Arts Coalition. I acknowledge that we are producing this on the ancestral unceded territory of the Hul'qumi'num-speaking peoples, including the Musqueam First Nation. Welcome to Steveston Village, at the mouth of the Fraser River. This scenic, beautiful community presents its rich history with heritage sites, such as the Gulf of Georgia Cannery and Britannia Shipyards, including its Chinese bunkhouse. Steveston was founded as a thriving boat-building, fishing, and cannery community with diverse residents from around the world. Today, Steveston is a thriving tourist attraction, bringing to it still diverse visitors from all parts of the globe. Otakichi Murakami was a trained boat builder and fisherman. He, along with his wife Aseo, raised 10 children here in Steveston, in this very home. Here at Murakami Boatworks, Otakichi Murakami would build 2 boats every winter, making this a unique space for today's performers from Uzume Taiko drumming and Westburn square dancing. Also featured today is paper collage artist Jean Garnett. The Richmond Arts Coalition is pleased to welcome the Izume Taiko Community Players. Taiko means big drum in Japanese, and this style of music is a dynamic combination of drumming and movement. This ensemble drumming art form developed after the Second World War, when it became an activity that helped many people regain a sense of pride in Japanese heritage and culture. The Izume Taiko Community Players will be performing Angela, remembering brave ancestors who journeyed across waters by boat to reach a new land. The drummers are positioned in a boat formation and focus their rhythms and movements much like rowers do when paddling. The song is dynamic in sound and movement, and represents the calm and stormy seas that one may encounter if on a long ocean journey. The violin melody, played by Catherine Wong in Angela, is based on a traditional Japanese folk song, Mogamigawa Funa Uta. to Uzume Taiko Community Players. That was incredible. It's now time to introduce you to paper collage artist Jean Garnett as she shares with us how she creates her magical multicultural heads. Jean's work with unique materials inspires and tells a story.
Hello, and welcome to my home and my gallery. I'm a paper collage artist, which is quite unusual, but for the first 5 decades of my life, I would have told you that I was not creative or artistic. And it was only when I was 50, through desperation actually, that I started creating art. I had a large picture over the bed that I didn't like, but I didn't want to waste the frame and the mat. So one day we took the picture off the wall and I thought, I'm just going to paint over that and see what happens. So I used some wall paint, some acrylic paint, some origami paper. For me, it opened up the right side of my brain. Everything inspires me. Landscapes, poetry, literature, news stories. Over the years, my inspiration has evolved and continues to evolve, and at one point I decided to do a series of multicultural heads. I have 21, and the series is called We Are Women. First I choose a Thai MoMA marbled paper. They're all handmade and they're all different, completely different. I choose one that has a facial complexion tone to it, and then I've cut it into strips using a T-square and a cutting mat, and I'm going to glue each strip to the face, keeping any distinctive patterns contiguous so that there's no jarring movement in it. So I'm going to put some PVA on the head. And then I'm going to take a strip and then I take the next strip. I line up the pattern, make sure there's glue everywhere, because if there isn't any, it will show as a white gap. Don't want any overlap, and I don't want any gaps. The gap will show up as white, and an overlap will show up as a ridge. Paper is a little bit flexible, so I can move it around. After I finish covering the face with paper, I use an appropriate colored paper for the hair, and then I build a headdress for the person based on their ethnic origin. Everywhere I travel, I pick up art. Some people collect t-shirts. I used to collect spoons. Now I find art stores and pick up papers. Then I decided on the multicultural heads is because we share 99.9% of our DNA. We're all the same underneath. We have different skin tones, we have different hair colors, we wear different things on our head, but basically we're the same underneath. So I wanted to get at the connection between people from different cultures that we need to embrace and celebrate.
Thank you, Jean. Stunning work. Joining us now are the Westburn Wranglers Square Dancers. Westburn Wranglers began more than 60 years ago as a youth square dancing club, competing at annual festivals throughout the Pacific Northwest, winning trophies for square dancing with their callers, their round dancers, and their cuers. Let's join them as they dance to When the Saints Go Marching In.
promenade to go walking. Get back, swing with your own. Join your hands, circle to the left way. They're gonna move it round the ring and do a alum in that corner and you weave the ring. Oh, and the saints go marching in. Swing like girl, you promenade. How I wanna be in that number. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Well, now the head square through, forehand around in time. With the sides you make a right hand star. Head star left in the middle and you roll it around the ring. To the corner girl, slide through, square through. 3/4 round, swing my girl, you promenade. How I wanna be in that number. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Here's where the head square through, forehand around in time. With the sides you make a right hand star. Those heads start by the left in the middle and you roll it around the ring. To the corner girl, slide through, square through. 3/4 round, swing like girl, you promenade. How I want to be in that number. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Well, now those four ladies promenade to go walking. Get back, swing with your own. Join your hands, circle to the left. Well, I'm gonna move it round the ring. You do an alum and I left that corner and you weave the ring. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Swing that girl around and you promenade. How I want to be in that number. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Here's where the sides square through in the middle and they get forehand around. With the heads you make a right hand star. Those sides start by the left in the middle and you roll it around the ring. To the corner girl, slide through, square through. 3/4 round, swing that corner girl and then you promenade. How I wanna be in that number. Oh, and the saints go marching in. Here's where the sides square through in the middle and they get forehand, you know. With the heads you make a right hand star. Those sides start by the left in the middle and you roll it around the ring. To the corner girl, slide through, square through. 3/4 round, swing that corner girl and then you promenade. How I wanna be in that number. Oh, and the saints go marching in. Well, now those four ladies promenade to go walking around the ring. Get back, swing with your own. Join your hands, circle to the left. Yes, you move it round the ring. You do an alum and I left that corner and you weave the ring. Oh, and the saints go marching in. Swing a little girl around and you promenade. How I wanna be in that number. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
For their collaboration, Ray Brenzy, caller for the Westburn Wranglers, chose the tempo setting, and Bonnie Soon, artistic director for Izume Taiko, made the arrangement using basic taiko rhythms. They call this piece Taiko and Patter.
Circle to the left. Hey, circle to the left, go right on the ring you do. Man, start with the right in the middle and you're rolling around the ring. You're gonna get to the corner, do a left down, you find the corner. Hey, weave the ring up. Wind in and out around the ring you do.
We are all connected.
Thank you to Uzume Taiko Drumming, Westburn Square Dancers, and Jean Garnett. On behalf of the Richmond Arts Coalition, we truly do thank all of these artists for bringing themselves, their skills, and their cultures and their artistry into this beautiful historic space today, creating an event to be remembered.